Hey everybody, and welcome to Shopping with Shana. So here we are ready to give you the Kroger sneak peek ad preview that will run from Wednesday. It will be June the 11th and go through Tuesday the 17th of 2025. This is going to be our third and final week of our 5-time digital coupon sale. Looking forward to something else happening here. And we've got some things that we need to talk about. There's going to be a 2-day sale and, of course, the new weekly digitals. And Father's Day is going to fall in the middle of all of this. So let's jump into this. But before we do me a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, hit all so you don't miss any of the videos that I make. And let's jump into this. So I do want to give a big loud thank you and shout out to ladysavings.com for posting this ad, or hotcouponworld.com. As you can see, the watermarks are crazy on this ad. So we're going to do the best we can to look at this ad with all these crazy watermarks. We were looking at this morning. And, I guess it was Friday. I record this early. But Frankie was saying that he thinks that all these watermarks are because of me. Because we're posting it on there. Hey, I do link in the description box. Go check it out if you need to. That's the way to do it. But I know many of you just want to listen to the ad and you don't really want to have to go scan it all yourself. So I get it. Totally cool. Anyway, notice it says celebrate Father's Day during this time. We get 4 times the fuel points with digital coupons on Friday purchases. So that's a Friday 4 times fuel points. I'm not sure why it's worded differently and looks different, but there you go. So some things in this region will vary, like produce and meats, so take that into consideration, but we'll get kind of an overall feel of it all. So $3.99 for some whole seedless watermelons, or seeded watermelon, it says. Then we also have this T-bone steaks here that are going to be $8.99 with a 3-off-1 digital coupon. That's probably a weekly digital that they're advertising there. It says limit 5 there, value packs. We have the pork back ribs or Tyson chicken, boneless chicken breast. These are $2.99 per pound, or the chicken tenders for $3.49 per pound. I'll come back to that 2-day sale. We'll scan back up to that. So bear with me as we go down the page here. Hillshire Farm dinner sausage, ballpark beef franks. These are going to be $3.99. We have the red, orange, or yellow bell peppers, or the English cucumbers. These are 99 cents each. If you want the organic English cucumbers, they're $1.99 each. Kroger giant size cereals are going to be $3.49. And then scoot down. Sorry about that. We have the Gatorade. This will be 10 for 10. You do have to buy 10 of them to get that dollar price on each one of them. Otherwise, they're $1.99 each. So you're basically saving 50%. So as long as you're wanting to buy 5 or more of them, it would make sense to buy 10 of them to get the best deal. Then we have the Doritos and Cheetos. These, as well as the Ruffles, I should say. These are, I think it's buy 2. Literally, you cannot see that. Buy 2, get, I want to say 2 free. I'm not sure, honestly. I think it's buy 2, get 2 free, is what it says there, but that's crazy. Okay, Lady Mark, Watermark, Lady Savings. Don't put that over the price. You can't do that. All right, we have the Popsicle Ice Pops, as well as the Magnum ice cream bars for buy 1, get 1 free. We have the Kraft Shredded or String Cheese for buy 1, get 1 free. And then Miller's, Coors, or Bud Light 30 packs for $22.99. All right, let's go back up here to check out this 2-day sale that's going on the weekend. You'll notice it's on Saturday and Sunday. It's been a while since we've seen something like this from Kroger. Usually they're pretty strict on staying on just like a week rotation, but that's okay. I'm here for it. So on Saturday and Sunday only, which is also not going to fall on that 4 times the fuel points day. So if you're a 2 times the fuel points region, you're going to benefit greatly from this, because you're going to be able to grab these 2-day deals and still get your fuel points. If you are a 4 times the fuel points region, you might have to go shopping twice if you want to benefit from both. All right, so we have the Kroger russet potatoes 5-pound bag for 99 cents. That's a really nice deal. The Kroger 73% lean beef patties, 2 pounds. These are $5.99. That's actually a really good deal, good stock up price on those. They tend to be a little bit more than that. Haagen-Dazs ice creams are going to be $2.49. They're either the 14-ounce or the 3-count. And then the last thing we have is the Kroger soft and strong bath tissue 12 double rolls. These are going to be $3.99, a good price there as well. Of course, all of these, I think we've seen something similar on like a weekly digital. So it's not like it's the first time we have this price, but we don't have to download any coupon, and there doesn't have any limits as of right now of how many you can purchase. Okay, like I said before, this is going to be week 3 or 5-time digital coupon sale. If you have not seen, I have many, many videos out with all kinds of matchups and deals for you. The latest ones that you want to check out are the ones from this past Wednesday and this past Friday. I put out 2 videos with matchups, the really good ones. There's actually quite large money maker on Friday's video. So if you haven't seen those videos, go check those out. Make sure you watch them and you find out all the deals. We're just going to read through these. As we know, we are looking for any kind of price changes, whether they go up or down. That's usually in the sale price or the regular price, whether it goes on sale, comes off sale, but the coupons themselves will stay the same. So that's all we're looking for. If you happen to spot something that I don't see, let me know in the comments. But we have the Yoplait yogurt, 10 for 5 after you use the 3 off 10 5-time digital coupon. So you could buy 50 yogurts if you'd like them. We have the General Mills cereals. These are going to be $1.79 after the $2.50 off 1 5-time digital. And that's a big one right now. There's a lot of deals. Go check out Wednesday's video. In fact, I think it's the very first deal. You can get cereal for like 4 stinking cents. So definitely go check that out. It's with this promotion. We have Starbucks coffee for $7.99 after the $1 off 1 5-time digital. You have the Nature Valley bars as well as the Mott's applesauce 6-count for $1.99 after the $1 off 1 5-time digital. There's also a Nature Valley deal that's going on with, Fetch and Ibotta and some other things. We have the Prego pasta sauce, 2 for $4 after the $1 off 2 5-time digital comes off. We have the Kroger vegetable tray with dip, 40 ounce. It's found in the produce department. It's going to be $7.99 after the 3 off 1 5-time digital coupon. We also have Kroger thick cut bacon, 3 pounds for $13.99 after a $1 off 1 5-time digital. With something that expensive, you would think it'd be a little bit better of a digital, but there you go. We have the Ben & Jerry's ice cream. These are going to be $3.99 for a pint after the $1 off 1 5-time digital coupon. Pringles is going to be $1.50 after the $1.15 off digital. And we do have a printable coupon that pairs with this. Again, go check out Wednesday's video. Monster or Reign energy drinks, 4 packs are going to be $5.99 after the 2 off 1 5-time digital coupon. Simple Truth Organic baby food pouches, 12 packs are going to be $9.49 after the 2 off 1 5-time digital coupon. And then we have the Kroger pizzas for $3.99 after 50 cent off 1 5-time digital. Sara Lee bread, 20 ounce or Nature Pass organic cereal granola is going to be $2.99 after the $1 off 1 5-time digital. I know there's some Nature Path deal. I think there was a deal. I think that was a be in Wednesday's video. So again, you want to go check out both videos, but I'm just telling you where they're at if that particular item has you going, I want to check that out. Tide laundry detergent is going to be $12.99 after a 3 off 1 5-time digital coupon. All right. It says make his cookout complete. I'm guessing this has to go with Father's Day. I don't know. How's that work? So usually the restaurants are completely full during Mother's Day because moms are usually the ones that, in general, I'm stereotyping a little bit here, but in general, make the food, right? And so they go out on Mother's Day because the guys don't want to cook. I mean, that's generally the idea. But do we make the man grill out on Father's Day? Let me know in the comments what you think about that. Anyway, we have Kroger sweet corn or Baker russet or sweet potatoes 4-count. These are going to be $3.99. We have the Home Chef smoked St. Louis style barbecue ribs. These are fully cooked 2 pounds in the deli for $11.99. Now that one, he wouldn't have to cook. You just have to heat it up. But there you go. Schweid & Sons beef patties. These are going to be $8.99. I'm trying to read that. It's really hard. It says 1.32 to 1.33 pounds for that. We have the Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or 7-Up 6-packs. These are going to be 4 for $16. Oh my goodness. That's $4 each. I mean, it's better than paying $6.99 for a 6-pack, but that is crazy expensive. Right now, I believe the Pepsi 6-packs are part of the weekly digital for $3.99. Which is still like $4. So still not a great deal. I don't know, guys. Just some of these prices, we are seeing some prices drop, but we are seeing prices and other things go up. Coffee, obviously one of them, but the soda deals, I mean, it just keeps going up. And I'm like to the point where I'm like, I'm going to have to stop drinking Diet Coke. I can't afford it. But honestly, maybe they should go up higher because I need to stop drinking Diet Coke. Anyway, now this one's really good. The Arizona teas at 69 cents each. That's a great price and great stock up for that. We have the Spice Islands or Weber spices. These are going to be buy one, get one free. And then you have the Kingsford original charcoal and then the Match Light charcoal. These are going to be $9.99 for those. A lot of times we do have Ibotta rebates to pair with them. We'll have to look for that. Lower prices. We saw this in last week's ad preview, how they're trying to drop prices, but still not a huge fan of the prices. So it says the Sargento shredded cheese, $3.79. And Frankie was definitely telling me that's a still a terrible deal. You're better off waiting for it to be on sale, like a buy one, get one kind of deal. You'd pay a whole lot less for that. Kraft mac and cheese microwave cups, as well as the Velveeta shells and cheese microwave cups. These are going to be $8.49. It is for an 8-pack. So you are looking at a little over $1 per cup there if you purchase it. Red Bull energy drinks, 4-packs. These are going to be $7.99. Again, $2 per drink. Stouffer's large size entrees in the frozen section are going to be $5.49. Lysol laundry sanitizer, 90 ounce is going to be $12.99. And then Bar S Franks are going to be $1.25, which I think that's what I normally pay. I always wait for those to go on sale for just $1 or $1.25. I'm not real excited about any of these price drops. I don't know if this is some incentive to get us to go shopping again or what, but this is I don't love it. So anyway, lower prices there. At least things are dropping. I'd rather see things dropping than going up. All right, the back page here of our sneak peek ad preview. And don't worry, we still have all those weekly digitals left to get to, so we will get there. But we have the bottles and brews section on the left-hand side of the screen. I'm not going to read those to you. Feel free to take a gander at them as we go through the right side of the screen. So Bloomhouse Best Dad Bouquet is $9.99. Kroger red, green, or black seedless grapes, 3-pound packages are going to be $7.99. We have the organic strawberries, 16 ounce, will be 3 for $10 or $3.33 each. Then we have the Kroger salad blends. These are going to be $3 per bag or 2 for $6. I will say, I normally am like, Bloomhouse Best Dad Bouquet. Okay, do we buy many of those? To be honest with you, I think my husband would like flowers more than I would. I'm not a big flower person. I just am not, never have been. I'm very appreciative when I do get them, but I've never been a big flower person. So, but I think my husband would actually like them better than me. So there you go. So maybe I should get them. Anyway, Kroger dinner sausage, ground sausage, or meatball. These are going to be $3.99 for 18 ounces. Heritage Farm chicken drumsticks, thighs, or whole fryer is $1.49 per pound. Not a bad deal here on the Johnsonville breakfast sausage. These are going to be buy one, get one free. Anytime you have buy one, get one free, it's usually a pretty decent deal with 50% off guaranteed. That's a great deal. Kroger breakfast sausage rolls are going to be $3.49. That's a pretty typical price, I think, for those, or close to it. I know we definitely have done better on some of the name brand ones with weekly digitals. So if you're stocked up on that, maybe pass on that. Extra large cooked shrimp, 26 to 30 count, sold in 2-pound bags. These are going to be $7.99 per pound or $15.98 for that 2-pound bag. And then fresh Atlantic salmon fillets are going to be $8.99 per pound. Let's move on down to the deli and bakery section. So home chef fried or baked chicken, fully cooked 8-piece. These are going to be $8.99. And then we have lemon pudding cake or other varieties, because you can see the chocolate pudding cake there. Those are going to be just $5 in the bakery section. So there you go. All right, let's talk weekly digital deals. So these are digital coupons that will be available to clip come Wednesday. Do not go searching for them today on Sunday or another day before Wednesday, as they will not be there. Once the old weekly digitals are done and expired and they pull them, then they will put out the new ones. It usually happens Wednesday morning, somewhere around between 3 and 3:30 in the morning Eastern Standard Time, because that's when I'm up starting to find deals for you. And so anyway, we've got a lot of really good deals here. So let's go over them. Remember, you can grab up to 5 of them in the same transaction. These are one and done coupons. So if you want all 5 of them, make sure you get them in the same transaction. They're store coupons. We can pair them with manufacturer coupons, and these can be in different forms. They can be other digital coupons. They can be printable coupons from coupons.com. They can also be from the Sunday inserts, that type of thing. So anyway, we have blueberries or raspberries here. These are going to be $1.99, regularly priced at $3.99. You also have the California yellow or white peaches or nectarines. These will be $1.49 per pound, regularly priced at $2.99 per pound, so half price there. Now remember, the produce is kind of a region to region, and now that they've kind of taken away the ability to change zip codes, you kind of get what you get. Don't throw a fit kind of situation, going back to kindergarten, right? And so it is what it is, but that's okay. Kroger chicken party wings. This is a 2.5 pound bag, is going to be $6.99. It also has 2-pound frozen burgers for $6.99 as well. I did notice the 2-day sale. I wonder what burgers are different. I'm gonna have to look at that a little bit closer. Maybe when I bring you the full ad preview, I'll see if I can sneak in with a little bit more of the details here. But it looks like that we had that 2-day sale of burgers are going to be $5.99, but this looks like they're $6.99 in the weekly digital. That could be some sort of mistake on their part, or maybe they're different types of burgers. So we'll have to give it a look. All right, so this we have to talk about because I'm going to admit it. Frankie was correct. So if you don't know who Frankie is just someone that we've literally met through YouTube and Facebook kind of thing, through this channel, leaving comments and eventually becoming friends on Facebook. And he and I talk pretty regularly about all the things that are going on at Kroger. He's just a deal watcher, loves to put the deals together and share them with me. And so we've become pretty good friends over the last couple of years. And very excited last week when we saw the Red Baron pizza was moving down from $5.49 per pizza. They were lowering the price to $3.99. I said in last week's sneak peek preview, I said, well, I wonder what this means for weekly digitals. Are we going to see it go back down to $2.99, $2.49, maybe even $1.99? Because they have been $2.99 in the weekly digitals prior to this week. And he goes, oh, no, they're not going to do that. They're going to make them more expensive in the weekly digitals. And I said, there's no way. Look at this. Red Baron pizza is going to be on weekly digital for $3.49. Now, it says that you would pay up to $4.49 in the small print there, which we know last week they just lowered the prices to $3.99. So I don't know, Kroger. I don't like this, and it's not cool. I'm just telling you. I'm warning you, Kroger. I don't like this deal. No, don't raise the price. When you just lowered it regular price, you got to lower the weekly digital. Make it more an incentive for me to get in there. I do feel like they're trying to make these weekly digitals not as exciting to go grab. I mean, they're still deals, but they're just like regular sale deals. They're not extra special. Anyway, that's my thought. Let me know yours in the comments. All right, Green Mountain or McCaff K-Cups, 10 count. These are $4.99. Otherwise, you'd be paying, I believe that says $7.79, but that's really small print, so I apologize. Then we have the chocolate fudge iced double layer cake or private selection bundt cake. It's really hard to see. It's very, very small print for my little eyes there. $14.99 for these. Otherwise, they'd be $16.99. We have the Nabisco family size Oreo or Chips Ahoy cookies. These are going to be $2.99 on weekly digital. Otherwise, they'd be $4.29. We have the Lay's party size potato chips. We just had these a week ago. So I feel like, and so we did the Chips Ahoy and Oreos too. I feel like we're just rehashing the same deals. Anyway, $3.49 for those. Otherwise, you pay $4.99. We do have the 40 pack of water. This one we did have just a week or 2 weeks ago, possibly. And this is a really good deal. So I'm okay with getting this, especially in the summertime when you probably are going through your water a little bit faster. But these 40 packs are going to be $3.99 each. Otherwise, you'd pay $4.99. And that means they're about 10 cents per water. So not a bad deal there at all. We also have the Nestle drumstick cones. These are $4.99. We also have the Kellogg's Eggo waffles for $4.99. Again, you'd be paying $6.99. One other thing to note, as of like Friday morning, the drumsticks were on Ibotta. Now, will they still be available on Ibotta come Wednesday? I don't know. That's probably too much to ask. But if they are, putting that deal together would be really good. Degree deodorant and Axe body spray, not Arm and Butter. I was thinking Arm and Hammer and thinking Axe at the same time. Arm body spray, not Arm, Axe body spray. Oh my gosh, guys, you're going to stop watching me at this point. $3.99. Otherwise, you pay $5.99. We do have an Ibotta rebate for the Axe spray. I know that for sure. we'll have to look a little bit deeper and see if there's anything else we can pair with it. All right, moving on down, we have the Dove bar soap, the shower gel for Axe. These are $2.99. Otherwise, you pay $4.49. And we have the Bounty paper towels, 6 double rolls, or the Charmin bath tissue, 6 mega extra large rolls. These are going to be $10.99. Otherwise, you pay $14.99. And the last thing on this page is the Energizer Max batteries, AA or AAA 8 count, will be $6.99. Otherwise, you would have paid $7.99 for these. We also want to look out for any kind of digital coupons to pair with it. And if we do have any kind of rebates to go with the Energizer, that would be helpful too. All right, last but not least, here are the weekly digital deals that are found usually on the first page, but the way I do ad previews, they're all mixed up, right? So we are getting Oscar Mayer bacon for $3.99. Otherwise, you pay $6.99. So that's a good bit of savings there. We also have the Kroger 73% lean ground beef. These are going to be $2.99. It says sold in a 5-pound roll. So $14.95 total for that. Otherwise, it's $3.99 per pound. So that can be a lot more expensive. And again, that one may vary from region to region because I feel like we have something like that in our current week this week. Hey, eggs are back. So the 18 count of eggs are going to be $3.49. And I have to say the eggs deal is what kind of ruined our ability to change zip code. So yes, when eggs were on weekly digital and people were changing their zip codes to get the lower priced eggs, and that's when it all kind of went down. And that's when I think Kroger got alerted to the fact that we could change zip codes to get better deals because people went nuts. Unfortunately, I have to say, if you get a really hot deal, don't be crazy about it, because the minute you're crazy about it, then we get it pulled. But it is what it is. So anyway, Bush's Best Baked Beans are going to be 99 cents per can there. Otherwise, I think they're $1.99. And the last thing we have is Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or 7-Up 24 packs. These are normally priced like $15.99. They're going to be $9.99 with the weekly digital. And that's all I've got for you guys. So hopefully you like this sneak peek ad preview. I will be back with you for another ad preview on Tuesday. That's when Kroger releases its full ad preview, and I will go through all of the nitty-gritty details of the other pages that are missing in this sneak peek. But this is the main part, honestly. There won't be a whole lot new in that, but there'll be enough that you may want to, I shouldn't say that. You'll still want to tune in because you'll want to see the other deals that are going on. Sometimes we get more weekly digitals. Sometimes we get little individualized sales. I would think with Father's Day, we're going to see some other things pop up on sale. And also with that 2-day sale, maybe we'll have more to talk about there. Okay. Anyway, let me know in the comments what you think about anything you've seen in this ad here. Let me know if you were a part of the egg fiasco a few months ago. Just curious. I don't know why. Let's just stir the pot here a little bit. Were you part of that egg fiasco? Were you switching zip codes? Because I told you to. So you can blame it on me. Completely blame it on me. I just wish it hadn't gone so crazy that we kind of ruined our own little deal. But that happens all the time. That's why printable coupons are so difficult to use, is because couponers, not all couponers, obviously, there's good couponers and there's bad couponers. There were couponers that were skirting it and copying the coupons, and so stores were not getting reimbursed. And so that's why a lot of stores have lost the ability to use printable coupons, because people were just copying the coupons, and you can't do that. You only get 1 or 2 prints per device, or per phone number, depending on how it's set up. And people were doing more than that. So anyway, that's all I've got for you. Let me know in the comments what you think about these deals. Were you a part of the egg fiasco a few months ago, and all that good stuff? Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. I'll be back with you with more deals later. Bye, guys.